Hello, everyone, and welcome to LFG, where we find a party to share what they've learned from game making. I am your host Tina, and today with me I have the studio creator of Hydroneer, Max. Max, you have been on the show
Hey,
previously, once before, but for anyone who might not be familiar, do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
so I'm Max. I work with or I am the studio director of Foul Hangover. We create Hydroneer, which is our only title currently. And we are currently still working on it. It came out 3 years ago. In fact, 3 years ago on Monday, I think it was, on the 8th. Was that Monday? Yeah, it was. So yeah, since then we've been continuously adding updates to Hydroneer and still are working on new things for Hydroneer. And yeah, that's a bit about me.
That's awesome. You had an update fairly recently as well, right?
Yeah, about a month ago, I think it was April 14th, if I remember correctly, a really, really big update where we added in some prospecting mechanics into the game, as well as lots of new items and digger depths for people to dig, digger deeper depths. Sorry, for people to dig.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I'm super excited to get in. We have, as I mentioned, we've previously done a show with Max over on Inside Unreal where we were able to dive into some of the behind the scenes inner workings of the game. And today we're going to be going in and actually playing it together. So now we get to see kind of the opposite side of the spectrum here. Really excited to get in there. Y'all get to watch me be terrible. So, excited for that. And per usual, if any of you have questions as we're going through, please ask them and I will ask them for you and we will answer them as we do with questions, as is the thing. So, with that, I'm ready to dive in. How about you, Max?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. So, to start us off, while also, of course, starting in the game, I have a big question to kick us off here with, and that is I'm curious what the inspiration behind the game was in the first place.
So that's a good question. I think it kind of stems back to like playing Minecraft as a kid, and you'll see shortly. The first thing you do when you play Hydroneer is you pan for gold, just digging up some gold over here, uh, and when you scrub the pan, these gold nuggets appear in the pan, and I think that's like the one thing that really it's kind of hard to describe. Like it's like a feeling that you get inside you of I've just turned dirt into gold, and that's something that I really wanted to encompass in the game. So that was, I guess, one of the inspirations was Minecraft when you first find like a big stack of diamonds down deep in the like underground. Was pretty much one of the things I think that influenced it. So yeah, Minecraft, games like Gold Rush, which is based on, I think it's a Discovery Channel TV show. Um, yeah, here we are in the very early basics of Hydroneer. So you pick up a shovel, you take it over here. Unfortunately, because we're just playing split screen, we've only got one shovel. So I'm going to have to get us some money real quick here, and then I'll kind of show you a bit more. So let me show you this first, and then maybe you can have a go after. So you grab 4 loads of shovel. I am playing on controller as well, so I'm going to be a little bit slow. I'm kind of used to keyboard and mouse. And then you fill the pan with water over here in the river. Drop that right there. We've got like a little drop target here, this little black dot. We can actually change that as well, maybe later on if you want to. Tip the bucket in there, pick up the brush, scrub the pan, and these are some nice little resources we've got.
Nice.
Yeah. As we go along, we can start to kind of smelt these resources into things. We can even craft some machinery with these resources as well. But for now, just so I can get myself another shovel, I'm going to just steal this pan right here and take it to the jeweler. Don't mind me.
Get back here with my gold, sir.
Here we go. This is the jeweler. 16. Not a lot of money. Yeah, we're not going to be able to to buy much with that. One thing is you can see here, there's actually like a shard left in here. It's because they're used to power machines later on, so
Okay.
they don't sell for any money. But yeah, let's maybe go take this back down. Yeah, so a lot of the game is about kind of like interacting with items, which kind of sounds like every other game. But there is no inventory system. We're very, very light on UI to kind of bring a lot more immersion to the player. So yeah, there's no inventory system. All the items you see in front of you are the items in the world. So yeah, do you wanna get to work? I'll kind of sit over here and yeah. So yeah, use your mouse button to click. So you want to dig some up there, and then you want to chuck it in this bucket here. Oh, there you go. Oh, almost. There we go.
I'm getting there. There we go.
Getting that. There we go. And then I'm gonna grab this pan and chuck it there. So then, when you mouse click, the dirt will come out of there. And it's a little bit tricky at first because it pours it where you're kind of holding it from on the side where there's that drop target.
Yep.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. There. Yeah. And then yeah, you just want to grab that brush, give a little scrub, and we got some resources. So
Wow, I did a great job. I got so much stuff.
Yeah, so what we can do is basically just repeat that process a few times until we can get a bit more money, and then we can start kind of like digging out our own little cave system, stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you a hand. I should probably do a little bit of work.
No, it's fine.
Whoops.
I get it.
My bad.
I invite you here onto our channel, and you just make me do everything. It's fine. I get it.
Cool.
Well,
Right, I'll dig a bit of this. Yeah, so later on in the game, we can get some more machines and actually start automating. And we can have conveyor belts, push things from drills all the way into these harvesters. Oops. All of that. Oh no, if you just dropped all of our loot.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
That's all right. I'll give you a hand. God, this is clearly not working with the pros here, am I?
I never claimed to be the pro.
I suppose if I'm teaching you how to play, then it's probably on me, isn't it? Okay. Oh, that one. Can you fill that up with some water, please?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. Something that actually is kind of handy is if you go in the settings menu, you can change the drop target to a nicer color than black. If you go into... It's all right, the water doesn't have any gravity.
There we go.
Sorry, yeah, if you press escape real quick and go into settings, and then in gameplay, and then if you just press one of those colorful buttons down there, it changes the drop target color.
It's gotta be yellow.
Yeah. And now, yeah, wicked. Okay, we're almost there. Cool. And I'm just gonna, okay, I think we have enough now to actually maybe get some tools and stuff. So let's, in fact, there's one more bit of this right here. Awesome. Right. Would you like to go and sell this?
I do.
Cool. Yeah, do we have any questions at all coming in?
Let's see. Any big changes from the start of development to what you have now, especially now that it's come up on its 3rd anniversary?
Oh, that's yeah, that's a brilliant question. We actually, I think it was 2 days ago, we actually had a new YouTube video coming out. That came out, sorry, that went over every like little change. We went from like update to update. I think we did 4 updates in total, where we, myself and one of my colleagues at work, we looked at different versions of the game. So that's on our YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Um, yeah, it was really cool. But they say there was like some pretty big changes, like money being like an actual object in the game was definitely one of them. Um, what else? Over in from our 1.7 update to our 2.0, we actually rebuilt the game from scratch and did a lot of different changes to gameplay mechanics. Sorry, Tina, are you lost there?
Nope, I found it. No worries.
Okay, cool, cool. How much money did we get?
We're up to 88.
Oh, nice. Okay, I've just loaded us up with some a little setup right here. So let me just pick that up. 88. Oh, hold on. We got 2 coins here. We can combine them. Oh no, if I can actually aim my thing correctly. Okay. Sorry, it's such a struggle with remote. I need to actually improve the that a little bit. Right, and then all you got to do is just drop 1 coin on top of the other. Sometimes it doesn't like to work. It's a bit of a bug. There we go. All right. 104, nice. So yeah, in terms of like things changing, a lot changed back then because we kind of redesigned the game. There was a lot of issues, a lot of gameplay issues that we wanted to go over, like different drills that we didn't really need. We reworked how pipes and conveyors work. Instead of kind of having a pipe for like we would have like a valve pipe or a filter pipe. Instead, you just have normal pipes, and then you like attach valves to them, which kind of gives the player a lot more customization they can do in their bases. Awesome. Right, now we can yeah, we can make things a little bit quicker here. So the idea is the deeper you dig, the better the resources. Oh, where's that bucket? Did I not buy a oh wow, I didn't buy a bucket.
You did. It's right here.
Oh, that's a pan. Sorry, you see how there's like yeah, so you can put you put like 4 scoops in the bucket. Oh, I think I might have crashed, or it might be the autosaver. I think sometimes the autosaver. That's not good. Oh yeah, no, it was the autosaver, I think.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, the first autosave is usually a bit of a big one. It's yeah, it's a bit weird. What was I saying? Yeah, so a lot had changed over those 2 versions just because we redesigned the game. So we also brought in tiers as well. So you have like tiers of piping. Now there's 3 different types of pipes. The most recent coming in the update last month. Yeah, so this is a little bit of a repetitive start of the game right here. I think generally that's kind of like one of our biggest complaints we hear is people kind of find this a little bit repetitive, but if you start digging down, it becomes a lot easier. Just how deep you dig. Ooh, is that? Ah, so this is a nugget of Cloutium. It's like one of the most expensive resources you get.
Ooh.
So yeah, we can either keep that aside or we can keep it for now.
A question from chat here. They're wondering what's your favorite way that sound or music is implemented in the game?
Oh, it would definitely have to be this. Hold on, I'm gonna just run over to the store real quickly. So, when you steal something from the store, obviously to buy something, you put it in this little buy platform right here and then press the button. But sometimes, but sorry, a long time ago, when I was creating this mechanic, if you take an item and you steal it outside of the store, the item just disappears from your hand. And I was looking for a sound to put in here, and I wasn't sure what sound to use. So I kind of put in a placeholder one, and I haven't really changed it since. So let me just show you what that is.
The Wilhelm scream.
It's the classic Wilhelm scream. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite sounds. But yeah, our actual sound designer Dan has made quite a lot of actual nice sounds. We in fact had to add in extra sound sliders for our accessibility options because if you have a pipe just dripping near your base constantly, it starts to sound like some water torture. So yeah, we added in this nice little sound slider so you can turn off specifically water sounds.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, after a few memes posted on Reddit, we decided, yeah, maybe people do actually really hate this.
I don't know. I enjoy it. I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but I find repetitive tasks kind of therapeutic.
Yeah, I think the music really helps with that too. Like this, like nice chilled out music we've got. And eventually, the game is all about, when I first was making the game, I really just wanted to make something where you can come in after a long day of work and just sit and play something that's really chilled out. There's no stress about dying or anything like that. You can build a little house. You can, it's just meant to be a really chilled out gaming experience. And I think, after working in bars and stuff and coming home and just wanting to go straight to bed and you can't play any game because you want to play Call of Duty and get shot by a bunch of 12-year-olds all night long. It's kind of nice just to have something to chill out for once,
Yeah. Awesome. I'm gonna go see what I can do.
Yeah, I think I've got a bunch of money now. Should we see who's got the most?
Absolutely. Let's see here. That's a good question. What's the biggest challenge you've overcome so far?
54, not bad. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I think something that was really difficult. 260. Look at that number right there. That's a bit bigger than your number, Tina.
Cheating. I feel like you cheated. I call it hack.
I think something that we're seeing right here is the fact that we had to change our original plans for multiplayer. We originally went for kind of true multiplayer. This is something I discussed before numerous times, but originally the plan was we're going to put in true multiplayer like any other kind of conventional multiplayer game, and all of a sudden we found ourselves in a bit of a problem where we couldn't really get the physics engine to work well with multiplayer because eventually, and as we may see, you can have loads and loads and loads of items moving at any one time in Hydroneer, with like loads of conveyor belt systems and dirt flying about everywhere. So to get that to replicate over the network was quite a bit of a challenge for us. We tried loads of different approaches. We tried, using Unreal Engine's PhysX. We tried using Unreal Engine 5's Chaos system. We tried even implementing our own physics system called Bullet, which is basically what Rocket League uses for their ball. But none of those approaches really worked. And that was really, really annoying because we promised something to players and we couldn't deliver. Like there was no way we could really deliver it. Not by kind of like really changing up how we do business and getting our publisher on board, which is something we didn't really want to have. So instead, we've resulted with a split screen approach, where essentially what's going on right now, Tina's playing it on her computer, and then she's streaming all of that over to me. So whenever I do an input, like say dropping those coins, for instance, that's actually getting streamed to Tina, and then her screen is getting streamed to me. So yeah, it's not the best approach. It certainly has its issues, but it is kind of like the only way that we could really give players a form of multiplayer in Hydroneer. So yeah, that was a bit of a tough thing to overcome. Historically, some people can not be the nicest to developers when they're unhappy, and I think we got a little bit of a brunt of that. But overall, our community is amazing, and I think what we have produced is definitely better than nothing, and I think it's something that we can all kind of be pretty proud of. Especially, looking at these like awesome character animations we have now because of multiplayer that Joe created, one of our developers.
Yeah,
Um,
it's.
we
I
have.
also love the customization that the characters have.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, Tina actually just created my character. I'll just quickly run over here so you can see what that looks like. I mean, it might look like me after I've had a shave, but yeah, kind of close.
I did my best.
Would you mind looking in this direction? We've got a little bug here where I can't see how much money there is until... Okay, 378. You can only see it on the host's computer.
We'll never know.
I'm going to see if we can get... Okay, so we can almost get a drill.
No.
And this. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to leave this right here for now. In fact, we're going to need some water machines, so I'm going to do that first.
Chat's wondering if you can talk about the deformable terrain tech. Like, can you dig into a hill to make a cave? Does water fill into holes? Things like that.
Yeah, that's a really awesome question. So we use Voxel plugin. Now, Hydroneer is on 4.26, so it's on one of the older versions, and it's also using an older version of Voxel plugin. So some of the features that they have now that they're working on for their 2.0 release, which I believe is coming sometime in the next few months. Don't quote me on that. I don't know the official one, and I haven't talked to the Voxel plugin guys in a while, but they are working on a new 2.0 version, and that is exactly what we use for our diggable terrain. So if you look here on my portion of the screen, you can see this right here. You can just about see the difference between where the diggable terrain starts and where like Unreal Engine landscape is. So you can see here with this hole that Tina's digging, it is actually like you can create cave systems with it because it's just voxels. It's not like the standard Unreal landscape, which is I'm not exactly sure how to describe it or like the technical description of it, but it's just vertexes that can either be raised or lowered. So you can't have things like complex cave systems like this by using like the default Unreal landscape. So that's where the the Voxel plugin comes into play. And it's really, really awesome. It's so easy to use out the box. The support team are really, really good at getting back to you with helping out and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we use for our terrain deformation here. And the way to make it a little bit more optimized is we don't use it absolutely everywhere. We kind of have a combination between the two types of landscape. So you can see right here, just in this plot. So if I tried to dig a hole in this road, it wouldn't work. But kind of right here in this claim, it would work. So yeah.
Was that for performance reasons, or was that also so that players can't destroy the main town and things like that?
Both. Yeah, no, that's both those things. We do allow the players to have a pretty open experience with this. There are some pretty wild things that players have done in Hydroneer. But yeah, digging up an entire town is something that is not quite in the design of the game. So I'm just going to load us up on a few pipes here. So we can kind of get going on this. And this will make it a little bit quicker to pan as well.
Looks like they're wondering if it's possible to dig under the static terrain in any parts, like if the voxel goes underneath, or is it you can pretty clearly see from the top where the static terrain is and where the voxel terrain is?
I didn't purchase this. Yeah, so you can. It is pretty clear. I mean, we've tried to kind of make it as like clear to the player to understand where the edge of the diggable dirt is, but also, sorry, I'm just gonna. Nice. So yeah, it is clear in a way, but it's also kind of like unclear, like this gap you can see right here. As far as being able to dig under the world, that isn't possible. The way that this plot right here is shaped is it's basically like a large bowl. And then some of the other claims have just got larger bowls, so you can go deeper, much deeper than this claim right here. We do have some really, really interesting stuff. In fact, if you want to go, we can go take a look, actually. If you want to leave that here, we'll go take a look at one of the most exciting areas in the game. So if you just want to hop in the back here. Oh, it's only one seater, but you can just jump in the back. Yeah, there you go. All right. Oh. Okay, so let's go take a look at this place called Icehelm. And it was added in. Oh god, I can't drive. Sorry, really hard to drive on. We do need to do a pass over on our controls, I think, on our using a controller. So over here.
Playing a dangerous game there.
Oh god, yeah, I know. It's not an easy drive. So we're about to head over to Icehelm. I think actually if you kind of sit in the back, it might be a little bit easier to drive. Instead of standing on... Yeah, there you go. I think that's a little bit better. So Icehelm is this big town, abandoned town, I guess, underneath this mountain that we're about to go and get to. It was added in our 2.0 kind of rework of the game, and it's one of the places where you craft new items. So let's just take a look over here. Cool. And then I'm just going to hop out of there. So if you follow me, yes, there's a little store over there with just some kind of like housing pieces. But over here is where we want to go. Oh. It's all right. There's no fall damage. You can just jump down. Hey. Oh.
No.
Take a back up. Yeah. So this right here is Icehelm. It does have a dig site in it as well. It was mainly inspired off of Ironforge from World of Warcraft. If there's any World of Warcraft fans around here. But yeah, it's meant to be this kind of like big abandoned, I guess like Dwarven Forge area. If we look over here, this is the big anvil where you can craft different things on there. It's really cool. There's a really cool little animation here. Hopefully we can get to actually crafting something today with that. And then, yeah, over, actually, if we go this way, I'm going to show you one of the dig sites. So if you fall down these grates here, there we go. So this right here is one of our dig sites. So you dig like horizontally instead of down. A lot of the dig sites in the game, when you dig downwards, you get better resources and you can hit certain tiers and need better pickaxes and shovels to mine them. But this one is actually horizontal. So if you start digging this way and you kind of dig further, you get to different tiers horizontally instead of vertically, which is really exciting. So yeah, this is Icehelm. It's a cool one.
This is really cool.
And now
so does this mean that dwarves are canon in Hydroneer universe?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to add them in like future updates. For the characters, we wanted to kind of go with like just these like stocky humans that yeah. And I think they're not quite dwarves, but they're not quite human. They're a bit too bulky.
Somewhere between.
Humans, I think. Yeah.
How large is the dev team, and how long did it take y'all to get to the initial release?
So originally it was just me, and it took me a year from kind of literally starting out to releasing on Steam. We had a pretty successful release, and I think review score showed that. I think we were at like 85% around that. I think now we're on about 87 overall on our Steam like review score. Yeah, so it just started out with me, and then eventually we just grew into a bigger team. Kind of the game has just definitely got a lot more polished and better features because of this really awesome team we've got now. So there is kind of 4 of us that work full time. I guess yeah, 4 of us that work full time, and then we have a bunch of freelancers to help us out with things like concept art and sound design, as well as working on Hydroneer projects and other projects as well that aren't Hydroneer that I've never mentioned before, which isn't me spoiling anything at all.
Exclusive,
Yeah, I'm
exclusive here
sure.
on Unreal Engine.
I think my controls are okay. I think my controls just stopped working for a second there. Right. Gotta just turn a little bit. Yeah, we definitely need to improve the controls on this. But while we're here, why don't we stop through the large town of Bridgeport? Yeah, I'm sure my colleagues are probably face palming right now with me maybe dropping in that little thing, but that's okay. That's okay. Doesn't matter. But yeah, we're working on some big new update right now for Hydroneer. It's going to be one of the biggest ever updates for Hydroneer, I think, maybe, which is really, really exciting. And I was actually just working on it before this this live stream, actually. Yeah, that was just an NPC. We've made it so if you like hit an NPC, they go absolutely flying. Because why not? So yeah, this is the town. There's a bunch of stores. You can see here we've kind of got conveyor belts. So eventually when we get drills, we can have dirt and resources flying through conveyor belts into different smelters. Over here we've got some tier 2 machinery, all this kind of stuff. We've got repairing things, we've got grinding wheels, all that sort of stuff. There's some housing parts right here for decoration, so players can create their own houses. What we do is we actually have different types of housing. So you can have wooden stuff. We've got cottage stuff. We've got greenhouses. We've got stone. And each building piece is the same dimensions. So you can build a building completely out of different visual parts to make it look really interesting. So let's say if you wanted to have like a stone bottom floor and then wooden top floor, you could do that. This right here is the logic store. So think of it kind of like Minecraft Redstone almost. So you can completely not just like automate things, but let's say create bars in certain dimensions. You can have repair machines, so you can automatically repair things in your base. There's magnets, there's auto smelters, there's automatic gem compressors, logic destroyer, there's light systems. We've seen all sorts of things where players create like disco lights in their farming setups. Yeah, that's another thing as well. We do actually have farming in the game, which is in a different town as well. We've got like a little farming town. So yeah, that's like a quick overview of some of these items. Let's jump back in here. It's all right. I'm not going to drive off without you.
I'm coming.
Or will
Oh,
I?
no.
Couldn't resist.
I felt the betrayal.
Yeah, we do have a few other vehicles here as well. So we've got like a steam rolling kind of vehicle, a quad bike, and some faster trucks as well. And we do actually have other vehicles as well that aren't here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so let's head back to our claim.
So was the NPC flying when hit by a vehicle intentional, or was that a bug turned feature? And in a similar vein, do you mind talking about maybe the funniest or most memorable bug that you had in the game thus far?
So I'm pretty sure the play, like hitting the NPCs and making them go flying, was intentional. I think originally what happened was Joe, the developer who creates like all the characters and some of the a part of the code of the game. We realized when you drive into someone, it kind of just stuck, like the NPC kind of just stays here, just stuck, and you can't drive forward. So we decided, let's make it so they kind of fly off and like nudge a bit. And then I think Joe started cranking the value up quite a bit. And then we decided, no, that's actually quite funny if you smack them. I think that's that's a good part of how we explain like what our studio is we do things because they're kind of funny and not, we don't take ourselves too seriously. And I think that's kind of what makes Hydroneer great, is it doesn't take itself too seriously. So that's just one of those examples. And the most entertaining bug, I'm not sure. It must have been probably one of the ones that you see in like a Let's Game It Out video. If you're not aware, Let's Game It Out is a YouTuber who's made some pretty big Hydroneer videos with millions of views, and they are really, really funny. And sometimes we'll get a bug, and instantly our Discord will just light up with, in our bug report channel, people linking the videos, and then it'll be a race for us to try and get that bug out before people exploit it. Off the top of my mind, I can't really think of anything. I'm sure there's probably a couple of our devs in the chat right now. I think Itchy Beard might be in there. If he says anything, we'll go with that for funniest bug. I think he finds them a lot funnier than I do because he's not the one that has to fix the code.
I did see someone suggest that the flying carts bug was the best bug, whatever that means.
So yeah, that's actually a brilliant one. Okay, so I think you're gonna have to do this because I can't remember what the key binding is on controller. So if you hop in this vehicle right here for me. Yeah, just hit Q.
Q. And then 2. I can read.
Yeah, the text isn't great there. And then if you hold down W and spacebar, and just keep holding it down.
I'm scared. Oh, okay, all right.
So that is a feature, not a bug.
Okay.
Basically, what happened was vehicles used to be extremely buggy in the game, and just by hitting like a tiny rock, like this boulder right here, the truck would fly off into the sky, and people would find that bug hilarious. So when we finally created our own like bespoke vehicle code, people demanded that this was still put in. So Snap's one of our legacy developers. They actually added in that feature of being able to kind of like hold down W and spacebar for a few seconds and the truck would go flying off into the sky because people really, really requested it. I don't know why. I mean, sure. But yeah, it's a cool one. People love that bug. So yeah, we just had to kind of like add it back in as a feature.
Pretty fun Easter egg if you didn't know to do it,
Yeah.
or weren't aware and you do it by accident. That would be...
It is one of our like hidden Steam achievements as well. I think if you do that, you get like a little Steam achievement for it, which is actually one of the things we added in the update last month was Steam achievements. I'm just going to grab us a couple more pipes here. So we can almost afford like one of the starting mining machines. So we're almost a professional. We're almost a set of professional miners.
I am a professional. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you feel professional?
I feel like that's a layered question.
Right, so yeah, I've made a little tap here so we can, but it doesn't go far enough. So let me just chuck a couple more of these boys on here. There we go. Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, there we go. That's a bit more like it.
Oh, Itchy did respond with a couple of his favorites as well.
Okay, what do we got?
First, he mentioned When you added fishing, you left the tier 8 rod in the world, so anyone loading in was instantly given a tier 8 rod.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was a classic Max issue right there. Yeah, I was testing it out, and I literally left it like not even somewhere like completely unobvious. It was literally like exactly where you're standing right there. When the fishing update came out a few years ago. Yeah, classic.
No
What
big
was
deal.
the another one he's got?
Yes. Also, when testing 2.0, the trucks would duplicate every time you reloaded your save. One of our helpers had hundreds of trucks in his save.
Yeah, his that's one of our community helpers we had testing out the game. Graham, it's his desktop wallpaper right now is just a million trucks just exploding. Yeah, that's yeah. I think because Hydroneer is so like object orientated, like item orientated, I should say. It means that you just have the funniest things happen. Bug wise, it is really really cool. All right, I'm starting to get so I've kind of like not automated at all, but automated the water getting process right here. I'm just like digging straight down in this hole and piping it straight in, and then as soon as we've kind of made a bit more money, we can start buying some drills and harvesters and just get automatic money. Which, how can you not like automatic money?
How can you? Let's see if we've got more questions. We have another question from chat. Not to get too deep, but I feel like that was a pun. I didn't mean it that way, but here we are.
Nice.
They're wondering, have you ever lost your motivation during the development of Hydroneer? And if so, how did you manage to work through that?
Yeah, definitely. Many times. I think, you know what? It's like, I only lost motivation for working on Hydroneer after the game came out. I think because I was in such a struggle to kind of like, I was like living with my parents, working every waking hour on this game. And it was like out of like desperation of like, I need to move out. So just trying to get the game done. It really was so motivating to work on. And I think after the game came out, that's when that motivation kind of like completely left. So and since then it has been a bit difficult. I think the best thing that motivates me or kind of gets me back in, out of burnout is either working on a hobby project or just like forcing yourself to like not go near a computer or some modeling software or Unreal Engine or any game engine for just ages. Just like take yourself completely away from game development, and then when I come back, I'm so fresh because I'm like just desperate to get back by that point that I've got new ideas and I'm putting in, so yeah, that's my kind of solution for burnout. I think everyone's kind of got their own solution. Right, I'm gonna sell this, and we should hopefully get some new machines now. Yeah, let me go take this over there. But yeah, no, it's a good question. I think everyone kind of suffers from it at some point. Burning out, but there are solutions there. It's terrible. I thought we were doing way better than that.
Wow, I really thought that was going to be more.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like in the 500s or so. That's all right. That's okay.
Sad.
We can, yeah. We might be able to still afford a drill. I'm not sure. I did have to buy a few pipes to get us started. But let's have a look.
You've got to get a really good payout, Max. I put that we were going to get rich in the description, and if we don't, then fire.
You've definitely lied to them. I'm sorry.
Oh, right. No.
I'm sorry. I've just put all of our things right here. Oh, come on. Right. No. Yeah. Come on. Give me that. Give me that. It's not easy with a controller at all. Right, how much you got? 178 and 145. What does that equal? Come on, quick maths, quick maths.
I don't know. Can I just drop it and it'll tell me?
Yeah, you can just drop it.
Okay. It's 323 apparently.
Whoa! That was some quick maths right there. Okay, is
I
that
know.
all of our money?
I'm so good.
Yeah, that is all of our money. Okay, how much is this drill? 432. Whoever
We're so
decided these
close.
prices is just ripping us off. Okay, right. You stay there. Right. We can do this. I feel like we just gotta go. We just gotta focus up. And get to those mining machines and automate this.
Yes. I believe.
Right, I'll drop this thing right here. Okay. You stole my shovel. Where's...
Stole my
no,
brush.
You didn't steal my shovel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
Okay, hold on. What we could do,
believe
right?
this.
I got a good idea. Right, I'll shovel, you brush.
Okay.
Right. You got a brush. Go.
All right, here we go. We have a system.
Oh god. Okay. Oh no, sorry. Dropped a voxel on top of it. There you go.
Come on, Max. We have a system.
Yeah,
Hold up your end of the bargain
it's
here.
really hard. I need to turn this. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh god. Yeah. Accidentally made some voxels instead of. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think it was your brushing skills that let us down. I don't think it was me.
Okay. Okay.
I feel as
I
a
apologize.
manager
for
of this
my
mining
brushing.
operation, I can't take any blame for that. Oh, I've done it again.
Are you firing
gems.
me?
Yeah. Right. Oh no, you got to hit it with not the drop target, but the blue one. Yeah, there you go. I think it's because I was like clicking the resources that were in the pan, so it was like spawning the dirt there. All right, here we go.
All right, we got it. We're pro gamers.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely not gonna get roasted.
I mean, you're not getting any promotions from the Hydroneer Mining Corporation at this rate.
But it's review season. What is this question? Got a question here. From another one from Itchy. And the answer is yes, you absolutely can shamelessly plug the Hydroneer Discord server. Because apparently y'all are 14 members away from 20k, which is awesome.
Okay, if we get what do you say, 20,000 Discord members, right?
14 members away from 20k.
Okay, if we get 20k in the next 2 minutes, I'll bury Tina in this dirt. Commit murder.
Wow.
Oh god. Okay, I'm starting to run out of dirt down here. Okay.
I feel like there's more though.
We should have done this from the start. I think
should.
we just found like the meta of Hydro. I mean, this is probably already the meta. I just haven't seen many people do it, but
yeah, it was suggested in chat before we started doing it, to be fair.
Okay, cool. So someone knows more about my game than me. Great.
Yeah. Shout out to Rock Stomp.
Yeah, no, I've seen this done before, totally, and not just thought of it. Okay, all right. I think
this has to be huge.
That has to be. Yeah. Would you like to do the honors?
I would.
I will. I'll sort us out with some more pipes while you go and do that.
Legit Fire is wondering if there's any chance there can be a mining canary added, just for the fun of it.
I think that's a cool idea. Hey, 351. That's not bad.
It's
we'll take
it's not the 500, but it's better.
I mean, it'll get us something useful. Yeah, we're almost there. I'd say we're doing pretty good. What's that? 50. Yeah, a mining canary. That's a cool idea. You know what? Take that idea, pop it on our Discord in the little suggestions channel. Join it while you're there, right? Get us to that 20k. Nice. Right, I just grabbed us a few more of these boys. How much money we got now? How much moolah we got? 577. Okay.
577.
I think we could buy a drill with that, or should we get a harvest? Okay, let's do a little. Let's just do that like a little bit more, and then we can buy the drill and harvester at one time.
Okay.
I'm just buying some pipes for later. My pan.
Not my pan.
Yeah, that canary idea is really cool though. I quite like that. Just as like a little decoration. Or maybe in the future if we add in like oxygen, your NPC, your player just faints if there isn't enough. Spectacular. Oh, almost had it. It's because the ground isn't like flat here.
You are no better than me.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. Perfection right there. You ever seen someone drop a pan that well? Oh, do you want to do diggy diggy? I do brushy brushy.
Or we'll swap it up.
Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, just yeah. Oh, whoops.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's if you accidentally hit the. You could probably just drop it on there. Okay, hold on. You gotta like dig it out. It's if you like hit the. Oh. Okay.
All right, there we go. I will.
Go on. Like a glove. Here we go.
I was trying to redeem myself.
We need to put like a platform here. Okay, that'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. There we go. Sorry, Shrek quote. Intense gaming right here.
Yes. My RPM is insane. Let's see. So I know you gave an overview of the game at the very beginning, but if you had to describe what you would say the ultimate goal of the game is, what would you claim that to be?
Capitalism? No, but a serious answer. I just building bases, I think, is one of the main things. It's really like Hydroneer is a sandbox, right? So the main like kind of goal is really down to what the player wants. There's tons to do. There's mining, there's fishing, there's building houses. There's just so much you can do. You can, if you enjoy making things out of like redstone in Minecraft, for example, you might enjoy making like a logic system in Hydroneer. There's creative mode if you just want to see how hard you can make your computer cry until your frame rate is about 2 FPS. You can spawn in thousands of items. Like it's really up to you. The core gameplay is about completing a quest for the king. Up over in this castle, there's a little king, and he has quests. And to reach him, you have to kind of progress through all these quests, which you can only really progress through by doing all these little side quests. So yeah, realistically, Hydroneer hasn't got one set way of being played. It's really up to the players, up to whatever the player wants to do. And I think that's kind of cool. I kind of prefer to play sandbox games like that where Instead of like a linear kind of progression, it's way more open. Right, I think we got enough money. I think we're
Right.
gonna have enough to go for it.
This has got to be over 500.
Oh yeah, this has got to be it.
Got a question from Scott Blomfield. I think it's gonna be 630 something.
Oh, 785, almost. Almost, but not even nearly.
Almost, but not even nearly. I feel like that fits so many things. What is the most unexpected use of a feature that you have heard or seen so far?
A lot of them will just be like building things. Like I think players will get really, really creative when it comes to building certain items. I think like there was one thing where like if you clip one of the furnaces inside of the anvils, then you don't actually need to heat up the bar because it's already hot while it's on the anvil. I think that's pretty creative. Yeah, there's tons of different things like that, I think. Right, so we got, how much was that? 785.
Yep.
Oh, we are rolling in it. We can just drop that in there. Which equals...
No!
Oh no, sometimes it doesn't like to be dropped on that. Sometimes you got to get the bigger one and drop it on. That's actually something we need to fix. Oh, got it. There you go. What are we on? Nice. Okay, so this is the harvester, and that basically turns kind of like our pan and brush. This is like, essentially think of it as like a pan and brush. And this is a drill, which is kind of like the shovel. But the thing is with these, is we can only buy one of them. So like he won't sell us the rest of them. We have to craft the rest of them. So this is like the start of automation in the game. Oh god, I hope we have enough. How much have we got left? 610. Okay, that's actually really good. Right, if we want to grab that. Look how strong I am. Just carrying this with just 2 hands.
No big deal.
Problem. Yeah. I work out, Right, okay, so I think basically what we want to do is try and get these pretty low. Because the deeper you dig, the better the resources. Which is the thing that I butchered at the start of the stream saying. So what we want to do is get that kind of a little bit far down so we can start building these pipes. I think we're going to need some more pipes.
Okay. Will our leftovers suffice, or do we need more?
Oh yeah, it's like 20 a pipe. We should be all right. If you would, do you want to go head over to the store and start doing that? You might want to bring the cart with you, just to make life a little bit easier.
Hopefully a good call.
Yeah. We definitely need a pickaxe as well, if you wouldn't mind picking up a pickaxe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna
What kind
need
of
maybe...
pipes are you hoping for?
So these are just going to be tier 1 pipes, but in the other stores we can get tier 2 pipes. Funnily enough, while Tina's doing that, I'm going to plug some merch. So one of these pipes is this right here. This is a tier 2 pipe from Hydroneer, available from our merch store now. Please buy them because they aren't selling too well right now, but they're huge. You can put your hand all the way through it, which is kind of cool. As well as pipes, we also have got t-shirts like this, available in 3 different colors, and some pin badges as well. Right, I'm done shilling our products, if you want to switch us back over.
I'm just going to grab a little bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I do like the NPCs, and I really like the voice acting that we've done in them, and I really like the aesthetics of them, but sometimes they just... they just bother me, you know. He's telling us to take a look at his goods when we're just struggling here. It just
Yeah,
it
feels
grinds my gears.
condescending.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Okay.
You absolutely can get a happy birthday,
Oh, we
Mud.
started that.
Happy birthday, Mud.
Did you get a pickaxe as well?
I definitely did. I did do that.
Uh-huh. Not running back to the store to go
No,
buy
I forgot something else. It's unrelated. Don't worry about it.
Gotcha, right, yeah. Unrelated to, so definitely not the pickaxe you've got in your hand right now.
No, I most certainly got that already. It's in the cart. Don't you see it?
Right, as long as you're not, lying about that or anything. That's
No,
fine.
no. I would never. See, look, it's in the cart.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem. Oh, look at that. It is in the cart. Look at that.
Yeah,
She's
see?
telling the truth.
Told ya.
Right, I'm going to just dig out a bit of space here so we can... Oh. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's not a bug. I really hope one of the Voxel chat boys are in right now so they can see their shame.
Guess I could get another one and maybe help.
Yeah, I mean, they are kind of spenny though, so...
I think we got enough.
Okay.
We do.
Oh yeah, we got enough.
Take a look at my goods.
But yeah, adding in voice acting was one of my highlights from kind of this last year. Was just working with voice actors is just really fun, and especially with the characters that we added in, like just added in so much more immersion into the world, and yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, it adds a lot of extra life.
Oh, rip. Okay, so we're gonna need one drill, and the drill's got to be slight because we don't have any conveyor belts. The drill's got to be slightly higher than the harvester. So, let's maybe put it like. Oh, hold on, this thing's in the way. There is an unstuck button as well, so if you ever do get stuck, you can kind of just hit escape and then... Oh, no. Tina, help! Help! I'm sorry about what I said before. Please, let me up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Alright, fine.
Okay.
Oh, well,
how
about that? No? Okay, maybe...
Okay, no,
maybe this.
I reverse take.
Oh, no.
I don't not take back what I said earlier.
There we go. There's stairs right here, just for you.
Okay, hold on. There we go. Right, okay. In fact, where's that little lantern? We could put our little lantern in our hole. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna place this drill right about... No, yeah. No. Yeah. There! Right, cool. So the drill's going to go there, and then the harvester is kind of going to go like around the other side of it, and then it can... and then we need to give it some water as well. So let me just... Ooh, can you pass me down a elbow pipe, please?
An elbow pipe, absolutely.
Just throw it down at me. Okay, I'm going to place this thing right here, start piping this machine up. Cool, and then, oh, we're going to need a bit more gap right here. So where this kind of thing is right here. If you wouldn't mind doing that while I grab some of this.
Do you have a favorite feature or tool in the game?
Probably the marshmallow on a stick. Is one of my favorite things. I think it's actually called the gravity tool, but it's a marshmallow on a stick, and it's in creative mode, and you can like pick up any item with it and just like fling them. Which yeah, just added in a fun little tool. I quite like that one. Yeah, I'm not too sure what else. I like the flight cap. I basically like all the creative tools. Right, that's looking pretty good. We're going to need to go a little bit deeper. I'll show you kind of what I mean. So this drill is going to sit like this. So if you could like, can you dig out? Oh no, you can't see it on your screen. Kind of like just where you're standing. Can you like dig a bit of a hole there? There we go. Okay, cool. So basically what's going to happen is the dirt is going to fall into this, and then it's going to spit out resources right here, and then we just collect them, and then easy peasy lemon squeezy, make loads of money.
Yes.
But we also need to pipe some water in the back side right here.
I believe. There you go.
Man, really put in
no.
the ground. Where is that? I think that's my knee. Oh yeah, I got like the stanky leg. If you look over, my knee is kind of just like flying all over the place.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah, I think it's when like you're... There you go.
God. It's the new dance patch. Remember? I remember this.
Yeah, look, I can even make it go a little bit quicker and a little bit slower.
Oh no.
Right.
Right. How do we get the water where it needs to go?
More diggy diggy, I think.
You're doing great, Max.
Thank you. Holding up the team right here. Right, we're gonna need two elbows and one straight pipe.
Okay.
And then we are gonna be golden, ready to make some big stonks. Oh. It's just raining.
That wasn't straight. Never mind.
That's not. Come on, Tina. That's a tea pipe. Is this like some like racist thing? Because I'm British, you should throw the tea at me?
I promise. I promise not.
No. Okay, alright. I'm sounding a little bit quiet there, but... Right. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. And now we just need to put a little pan right here. And we are off to the races. Oh, almost.
I got this. Don't worry, I got
almost.
this.
Almost, but not quite. Hold on, let me move this out of the way.
Don't worry, I got this.
Okay, all right. 5 hours later. Okay, hold on. Let me make a little like hole for it to sit in. Okay, try that.
See?
Almost. Nah, that's not gonna. I ain't gonna fly. Okay. Oh, you got the stanky leg going on now. No, why can I not? Okay, I think we may have made too many holes. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm just gonna buy a block, and then we can just put a block there, and then it will sit nice and flat.
You do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna place this perfectly.
Okay.
shovel.
Triple A gaming experience right here.
Yes, yes. Don't worry. Don't worry. I've
No, the
got this.
developers should really do something about that. Okay.
Did it.
I'm coming.
I did it.
I'm
It's
coming.
perfect.
Oh,
It's maybe a
nah,
little
that's
far to the right. But...
Right, here we go. Can you move that shovel, please?
I suppose. Okay, there we go.
And I gotta move that right there. And it's not. There we go. Okay, cool. And then we put the pan there. And where's that pan gone? Oh no, I'm stuck.
See, I
Oh,
got
I'm really
this.
stuck. I'm really
First
stuck.
try.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, go. Oh no, we don't need any dirt in there.
That was definitely not an accident.
Okay, that's right. There we go. Just chuck it out. Right, are you ready to have your mind blown? Where's that? Where's that one dirt chunk? Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and this is what it's gonna do. Look at that, beautiful. And then if we just turn this drill on, look at that, free money.
Oh my god.
We don't even have to play the game anymore. We can just go home.
We can just be rich. We can just stop and be rich.
Oh no,
Oh no.
we're not off to a good start, are we? Alright, let me just move it a little bit.
We're having a hard time finding things. I'm also having a hard time leaving, so I think we're just stuck in this pit.
Oh god, yeah. We need like a big
okay.
ramp. We need like a service exit, you know?
Alright.
Okay. Right, so now that's doing that, we can start thinking about our above level kind of stuff. Which is some very exciting stuff. So in the game, there is many things you can do. One of those things is smithing. You can make any item. You can make these items for these villages. We need a little bit of money to start up with this. This anvil costs 86. How much money we got? Could you look in this direction if you got a sec?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. We haven't got the molars.
I can bring this pan over. I would probably have
Nah,
enough.
it's alright. Oh, yeah, let me buy a couple just so that we can replace the old pan. What's this? 165. Okay. Sorry, how much have we got in that pan?
A bit.
Cool. Oh, do you think I can like absolutely Kobe this pan right in that spot from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, like a glove.
It was perfect. First try. Look at that.
First try. Oh no. My bad. Oh no, it's all going.
no.
Oh god. Right, back
Oh,
it up.
no.
We're done. We're done here. All right, awesome. I think the only thing that everyone watching this stream has learned is that we do not make good miners.
But we do our best. And that's got to count for something, right?
Right, we're gonna need some repair tools as well. I can't remember how much they are. But... Okay, we can't afford for things to break.
It's not a bad payout.
How much?
452.
Oh yeah, that'll have us. into this next section of the game. We can start smithing. So this is where the game actually starts to kind of ramp up past that kind of like initial just panning. Yeah, let's where did I put the cart?
I need something specific. Take a look at my goods.
Here we go. Like a glove. Right. So we're going to need a few things. We're going to need to sort our resources. So we're going to need a hand sorter. We're going to need this anvil. Cool. We're going to need to melt things down. So we're going to need the small furnace, the casting mold, the crucible, and the blacksmithing hammer, which I think we might be able to do without breaking the bank.
Thanks for your business.
One of those.
I have a
One of
question
these.
from chat here. They're wondering if you've ever thought about porting to mobile platforms.
Probably not mobile. I mean, there are some stages of the game which are really, really hard to run when players kind of like overcook things quite a lot. And I think putting that on mobile hardware would be a struggle, to say the least. So not mobile. Maybe in the future we could look into doing consoles, but really, we really only want to do that when the game's done, which we don't have a plan for when we're kind of going to be finishing up with Hydroneer. So, yeah, right now we're just right now we're just focusing on PC and making updates for Hydroneer, and then maybe when we're completely finished with the game, we'll put it onto, like Xbox or PlayStation or something. I doubt we'll ever see a mobile port of Hydroneer. I'm not sure. Okay, so one tip if we start this smithing setup, we're probably going to need like a bit of flat ground. So to do that, we're going to need to maybe buy some of those big square blocks. I don't think we even have enough money right now for that. But that's okay.
I don't know. We've got quite a pile down there.
Oh, yeah. If we sell that, we'll have enough for sure. Sorry, I'm just going to turn the machine off while I... Okay, so this is like a little sorting machine. So we can sort our resources now into different sections. So we can have like all of our gold in one thing, and then that one thing can be this crucible to turn it into a gold bar. This location is not okay. So hold on.
I'm a professional, don't worry.
Right, so there's another item I'm going to have to introduce you to. It's called a magnet on a stick. And it allows you to pick up loads of items really quickly. But I don't think we have any money, because our money is on the floor, spread out right
about
here.
The ground right now? Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Let me give you a hand picking this up. But what I was going to say is, I was going to say, hold on. And then after I said, hold on, I was going to say, all we need to do is to get these parts right here, put them right here on this platform, and then when you pour that in, it'll split the iron from the rest of it. Hold on, I just got to change the camera here. Going a little bit
The chat agrees that this is all planned just so you can show the magnet. And I agree.
Magnet on the stick is a great item. So let's go buy that next before Tina makes any mistakes. Because, you know, definitely I would never make any mistakes ever.
No. Of course not.
Yeah. Okay, alright. Alright, let's go sell our stuff. It's alright. I think everyone kind of learns like the hard way. Like everyone who's ever played Hydroneer has spilled a pan and had to pick it up like piece by piece. So you know, it's fine. You gotta learn the hard way.
I've definitely not done it twice thus far.
450 in that one. Look at that. 950. Wow, we're in the money now. Look at that fat stack. The money size actually changes depending on how much money you've got as well.
Might be shiny, but you need a keen eye to value it rightly.
All right, let's get to the kind of smelting stage, I think. Okay, so I think, what we're going to need is a bunch of those big square things. So then we can kind of like get like a bit more of like a stable setup there. So I think I'm going to go buy like 8 of them. Oh, can you grab the cart, please? And then we can make a little smithing setup, and then we can kind of show off a little bit of smithing in the game. So I'm just going to need some of these. Mid alleyway. Ah, sorry. I'm bad.
Why? There we go.
Yeah, I just like chucked an item right in where you're placing that. Okay, and then we're just going to load up some of these. And they're quite cheap as well. I think they're only like 5 coins. We got loads. We got loads of money. How many did I place down so far? Was that 3?
3, I believe.
I don't know. You can't tell because they've somehow magically clipped inside each other.
I know. Just get the amount that feels right.
I mean, I
Well, we
could
can
work it out
math
by
this
the
out,
money.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 45, which is 9. Yeah.
Yes,
Let's go
we're
12.
at 10
I
now.
feel like 12 might be a good number.
Okay, so one more.
All right. Okay, yeah, that's correct.
Looking for something?
Alrighty. We've already got all the mining stuff we need here, so that's all good.
Take a look at my goods.
So let me start placing some of these down.
Do this, and I'll give you the tokens.
Oh no, the rotation's off on these. Right, while I do this, do you have any more questions?
Yes. Next one is, do you have a favorite animation out of the whole game?
Probably. Okay, so in the in our most recent update, in the 2.2 beta, we didn't have an animation yet for like an NPC accepting an item, but we did have the animation for an NPC accepting soup, because before you could only do soup.
If you got the cash.
So what NPCs would used to do is they used to just eat like an item. So you could give them like a sword, and they would literally just chomp that thing down straight down their mouth, which looked hilarious. And there's thankfully we had like a bit of an embargo for our closed beta, so people couldn't like share screenshots and stuff. But we do have some videos somewhere of like how these NPCs used to just like completely just eat these items, which did look hilarious. I'm actually gonna swap this out right here. So yeah, it's not in the game right now, but that is my favorite animations. Is just watching, you know, a grown person eat a metal bar.
Mm.
Oh no, erase that down. Okay, so this is our little sorting. So you found a found a little Easter egg there.
There was definitely not a suggestion from Jeff that I needed to follow through with.
Looking for something?
That's okay. You can turn it back into money.
Really, you can sell the boot?
Yeah, you got to take it to the grocer which is funny because you can catch a fish, a boot using fishing. It means that the boot is technically a fish, so you need to take it to a grocer to sell. So that's on the right of the jeweler. How much was that boot? Hold on. How much of our hard-earned money did you put into that boot?
Don't worry about it.
Honest price.
Oh, okay. Only 900. Only like basically all of our money. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
You know what? I will worry about it. That's our hard-earned money right there.
It worked out. It's fine. It's still here. That's an expensive boot, though. I'm just saying.
Right, here we go. That is in there. Right, so we're gonna need. Okay, I need 2 pans up here. We've got a little sorting machine and smithing set up now, so it's pretty simple. We can go through. So that pan goes there, and then that one goes like here-ish. Yeah, more like.
Oh no.
Oh no! You gotta click while using it to start placing it, and then you can use your mouse scroll wheel to move that in and out. But you want to move it down a little bit, and then it won't place. Do you want to drop it? I'll give it a go. There is a little hammer to stop you accidentally picking up things. You can like hammer it down, but just like that. Which we will buy because I always do it by accident. Cool. So right, if we go and grab that pan full of resources, in fact, we can do it with this shard pan right
Oh my
here.
goodness.
Oh lord. Yeah, definitely gonna have to buy a magnet on the stick. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
And then.
Is it
that right
approved
there.
for dumping now? Or
Okay, no, so you need a resource on there. So let me. Oh, there's none in there for me because it's like that's person. Okay, let me grab like just a little gold chunk. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna just turn that off as well. So then. Okay, cool. Right, so if I put this on this little platform right here, that means it's going to split the gold off on one chute and the iron and all the other things on the other one. So now if you tip it out there, that should work. How brave are you feeling? Hey, there we go, look at that. So now all of our gold is in this pan over here, and all of the other resources are in the other pan. So then we can take this right here. We can. Oh god, I'm ready. And then, no, not that. If I look at that. Yeah, and then we can make a gold bar, and we can turn it into anything we want. Really, we can make a dagger. We can make a ring. We could make a necklace, a sword, an axe. We just take this right here, pour it out on the crucible, and now we have 1 gold bar. And there's a
Look at us.
one shard bar as well. Look at that. Look at that shiny right there.
I'm proud of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're a long way from just scrubbing dirt in buckets.
You look at us now, and then we can craft something here. So if you want to craft a little dagger as an example, I'll let you do this one if you want. So what you got to do is you got to take the bar and put it into the furnace to heat it up.
Oh, wait, I don't think.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Oh,
I can. Yeah, I'll go buy a. Okay, while you craft a little bar, I will go get our money and go get a magnet on a stick, so we can clear up some of the resources. So, okay, so the idea is on that you can click with your mouse buttons to select what you want to create. Oh, we need one of these. Yeah. So what we want to do is, since we've only got one of those bars, unless you want to kind of like smelt some iron, and we could have like a axe or like a sword that is made out of like gold and iron, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
With our new crafting system in our 2.2 update, it basically allows players to craft pretty much like whatever they want. So you can like craft a Cloutium and iron sword, for example, or a necklace made out of scrap metal. So with that, what you want to do is, if you take that gold bar and put it into the furnace to start heating it up. It's the fire thing next to you. Yeah. And then after a little while, it will start getting like red hot. And then you want to take your blacksmithing hammer, which should be around you somewhere. Yeah. And then you want to basically put that bar into the first slot on the anvil. So it's got 3 slots, and depending on what item it is, it requires different things in that slot. So yeah, what you want to do is pick up the bar. It should be hot enough now. It looks pretty hot.
Can I just grab it, or will it hurt me?
No, you can grab it. There's no damage in Hydroneer. And then you want to place it, yeah, straight on that slot. And then pick up the hammer and give it a whack. Give the anvil a whack, and you gotta click the anvil. There we go. You got a fully golden dagger, which will then increase the price of it as well. So it's worth a bit more. Yeah.
Okay, so the daggers are just for selling, since there's no damage.
They are, but sometimes you'll get quests. So you'll look like this lady right here. She wants an iron ore worth 1.5 weight. And she'll give us some tokens in return. But sometimes they'll ask for like certain like weapons, maybe, or some of them ask for soup. So this one is asking for a ring, which has got 33.5 gold and 8. Was that not an emerald, a sapphire? That's one. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that, 1,000.
Not bad.
Not bad. Breaking 1,000. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a bunch of different things here.
Right.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Let's see here. What's one tip that you've learned during this project's development that either you wish you knew beforehand or that you would like to make sure other devs know?
That's a good question. There was like a really good one online that I heard a while ago, and that was like, just don't believe developers online. Like a lot, which means don't believe me at the same time, which is kind of ironic. But like, I think a lot of the people when I started making Hydroneer would kind of like laugh at the fact that I was making a game by myself, saying that, you know, it can't be done, which obviously it can be done. But yeah, I think that's one of my main things, is just like, you know, take everything online with a pinch of salt. And I think I even mentioned that last year when we did the last when I was, you know, the last time I was on this YouTube channel. Yeah, I think that was that's pretty much it's pretty much one of the best advice I've ever got. I think, in terms of game development.
Definitely feel like that's fair with just finding the feedback that actually works for you
Yeah.
and your project.
Oh yeah, like there's tons of good feedback out there, but not all of it's great.
Right.
Right, I'm on my way back. I've got a bunch of new goodies for us. Alrighty. Gonna murder this NPC.
Oh no.
I think he's coming home with us. So yeah, there's lots of other dig sites as well in this game that we haven't taken a look at. And as you kind of progress further, you start to kind of need to get a bit deeper in your claims. And that's where these other dig sites come in. Right now, I think there's 5 of them. Obviously, we saw Icehelm at the start of the stream, but there's also Snow Rune Falls, which is over there. There is Mildew's Aquifer, which is an aquifer, which means the water is at the bottom of the claim, if you didn't know. There's Drek Quarry, which is like an old quarry. There is South Hope as well. So yeah, there's lots of different claims, and they're all like way bigger than this one as well. So it gives you like a lot more opportunity to build like big houses and stuff. They're all pretty balanced, I'd say. Some of them are better than others in different ways, but for the most part, they're all pretty balanced. Yeah. So what I got here is a little grinding wheel. So when we get any, what are they? Oh, nice. So if we have any uncut gems in here, here we go. So you can take this right here, give it a bit of that, and now we can make like a necklace or a ring using that emerald. What else did I buy? I got some scales, so if we want to weigh things later, we can do that. That's kind of useful whenever we got quests and stuff. That's quite useful because they'll last for like a specific weight. So this thing right here is pretty good for that. Right here we got the magnet on the stick. So if we you cleared it up. Oh wow, that must have taken a while. But what we can do with this is like pick up the My bad. So I can just drop that.
I can't work under these conditions. I can't do this. This is my official resignation notice. Max.
Okay, hold on. I can fix it. I think I can fix it. Okay, let me just get all of it, and then just chuck it in here. And then, hold on, it's messy now, but it.
Right, I believe.
Sorry.
I believe in you.
And then we just need more pans. I think that's the answer. Is just more pans.
Okay, is more pans. All right.
All right, hang on. Here's another pan. Okay, and then.
Well, thankfully we had an empty one as well, right where there used to be.
We just sort it. We just sort it again, and then yeah, there we go. Right, and then. Go away. And then pick up this, and then that goes in there, and then all of them definitely hit and didn't miss right there. Oh god, this is not going off to a good start, is it? Right. That goes in there. God. Oh god. Oh no.
It's fine.
Okay.
This is fine. This is fine.
It's all part of the game. It's all part of the process. But this is genuinely one of the things that I actually find quite fun of the game, is just like making a bit of a mess, getting the magnet on the stick to pick it up, and yeah, riveting gameplay. I'm sure everyone would. Oh, look at that! Perfect. Okay, now just don't go too close to this pan over here, otherwise you'll.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I'll pick it up. There we go. Store this over here. Okay, that's good enough for now. Yeah, and then okay, and then what we'll do is we'll get this, and we'll. Okay, and then we'll put that there, and then we can sort out iron. Oh, hold on, wait, hold. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, go for it.
Nice.
Not bad. Look at that, only one missed.
Yeah.
I think we're just like suffering from success at this point, having too many resources.
We're just too good at this game.
Yeah, clearly. Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab the rest of these boys. Oh, we got some Cloutium too. And then once you start processing these into like bigger bars and you know, those kind of resources to sell, like tools and stuff, that's when you can really start making quite a lot of profit, because there's like a multiplier on it. So like a gold nugget turned into a gold bar will be worth more than just the gold nugget itself. Yeah, and then we can start getting tokens from doing quests and all that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Right, so let me do this right here. Grab that.
Let's see. There's got to be at least one quest that we have the things we need for.
Oh, right. Yeah, if we look on the map here, it will say where the quests are. So, it looks like there is a quest. Okay, so up on this hill right here, there's an NPC called Joe, which was definitely not named after the NPC Joe, the Foul Hangover employee Joe who made all the NPCs. Definitely not. So it is. He's right on top of that hill, and he looks like a criminal. He has a quest for us that I think we might be able to do.
Did the Joe that this NPC is definitely not based off of have anything to do with the fact that he looks like a criminal?
He is the one who decided what all the NPCs are going to look like. Ooh, all right, 47.5. I think we can do that. 8 weight might be a bit tricky, but we could do it. It might take a little bit of finagling, but it's a good reward. So yeah, let's pick up that one. We're going to need to buy a logic compressor, which compresses gemstones.
Okay. Do I have to do anything to accept it, or does it just exist when you bring the item?
Sorry, yeah, I should probably explain that, shouldn't I? Yeah, you need to pick up the scroll in front. So his scroll that he's carrying right there. Yeah. And now it's kind of like locked in that. So now, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, 8 weight emerald. So we do have 1 emerald here. I don't think it's even going to be worth like 1. Okay, it's worth 1.63. So we just need like a few more of those, and we should be good. I'm just going to craft a bar. Oh, so we've got another bar there. Okay, right, I think we might have to sell some stuff if we are going to if we're going to really do this. Now, one of the little cheat here, but the maths works out to be that the sword is the most expensive item. So if, like, let's say for instance I have this bar right here and I make 1 dagger with it, it won't be worth nearly as much as if I cut it into 3 pieces and make a sword out of it. So that's something that we might want to do. I did buy a saw so we can cut things up. We do have some pretty good resources here. In fact, what's that right there? What are we up to now? Does it say 3.19? Yeah. So what are we looking for that quest? I forgot. Was it 6? 6 weight.
8. 8 weight.
8 weight. Okay. Yeah. So another handy thing is that the emeralds are actually the most common of all gems. So makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Doing pretty good. We do have to combine them though. We have to buy like a compressor. So I think maybe we should we should quickly buy a compressor as well. Sell all our other resources. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's make a sword out of like whatever resources we've got. Sell that as well as everything in this pan. And then oh wait, hold on, we need the bar, don't we? What was the gold weight on the bar?
47.5.
Okay, so we don't have enough gold. There is more gold in here though, so I think we might be okay. But we should be almost there. Oh, can you grab that gold bar? Classic. Classic Hydroneer.
No, I cannot.
If you drop it,
I'm just dropping it.
Okay. So let's put the gold on the platform to split it off, and then if you want to sort that out for us, please. Ah, great. Only 3 nuggets.
What's with the gold?
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
I'll never go in the bucket.
Alright, if we turn the machine back on, we can probably get a bit of gold quite easily. We do have to get a logic compressor as well. So maybe, okay, what we should do is sell all of our resources. If we have time, that is. I know we might not have enough time in this stream. But we could potentially get that sorted if we're quick. So let me just...
I believe in us. I think we can finish this mission before the end.
Okay. So I'm going to put that gold in there. If you want to put that here, and then it'll make a bar. Okay, cool. I got a sword. I'm going to take it with this and go sell it. Because we need a little thingy-madoo to compress all those gems. They all need to be compressed into 1 gem for that order. So that's what I'm going to just quickly work on right now. There you go. Nice. Yeah, do you know what the total weight of that is?
I do not, but I will figure it out.
Oh yeah, if you check those in the pan for later, that'd be really useful. While I drove over there, do we have any more questions at all?
Yeah, were there any challenges with any particular props or things like that, considering that there's a lot of tech happening behind the scenes, but everything is obviously extremely stylized? Were there any issues with getting those to match or to play well with each other?
Not particularly, no. We've most recently, for the 2.2 update, reworked all of our foliage. We use, originally Hydroneer used to use a lot of assets that were just like from Unreal Engine Marketplace, which what I would do is like things like these buildings right here. They are Cinti assets. Cinti Studios make these like low poly assets, and what I would do is I would then retexture them so then they don't look like the same as they do on the store. And they still look slightly similar, but they are different. So that is so with the foliage, I think those were Cinti as well, but they weren't particularly optimized. So what we've done recently is like remade the entire foliage in the game, which makes it run a lot nicer now. Yeah, there was quite a bit of overhead right there with just foliage alone. So yeah, I don't know if that answers the question, but yeah.
I think so. Oh no.
Okay, I
Keep
almost got
falling.
it. Logic compressor. Oh, I hope I have enough. You have enough?
Were there
Yes, I
any
have enough.
particular assets besides foliage that were difficult to get right?
I think vehicles is definitely one of the. Oh, I should probably pay for that. I think vehicles is one of the things that we had the most trouble with, and I say had because now we have a concept artist who we work with, John, and so now instead of us kind of like figuring out what the vehicle should look like, because to be honest, making like hydro-powered vehicles like is quite a hard thing to kind of conceptualize. But now we have a concept artist that like specifically is really really good at that art style. It makes our life so much easier. The artist can literally just pick up straight from that point and start working on it. So I think that was kind of one of the hardest things to nail down, because Hydroneer is kind of set in this weird, like, is it medieval? Is it like, this kind of like, what is it called? Like, we call it like hydropunk, like this weird kind of what is the artistic style, and I think that's kind of cool about it.
Steampunky. Yeah.
Yeah, steampunk. That's the word I'm thinking about. But yeah, it's kind of like I just like to call it like hydropunk because it's not quite steampunk. It's kind of like its own thing that isn't really like it doesn't really fit anywhere particular. So yeah, it's really hard to make to conceptualize new things because there's no real like source inspiration when it comes to the aesthetics. Oh no, what have you done? What have you done? It's fine. No. You just click to start placing it down. And then you got to move it up, and then you got to press R, I think, once to rotate it. And then click. Yeah, there you go. Fantastic.
It's not spitting out things, so
oh yeah, you got to hit the lever. I'd
click it.
You got to click the lever with your mouse, and that will turn it on. Oh, we need a T-pipe. Perfect. Awesome.
There we go.
Grab that. Okay, so now we have the gem compressor. We can compress our gems. Just need to grab it from the truck. So this is like this is a logic item. So it's like kind of the very first logic item the players will see, and it's just very simple. It's literally just got an on or off switch. And I mean, I could do a whole hour-long video about how logic works, but I don't think we have time for that. But yeah, basically it is a it's a cool little logic item. In fact, I'm gonna put it right there. So you see how this looks kind of different to like a normal pipe, this like brown circle thing. It's like brown cufflink. That means like it's a logic item, and this is also a logic item. So if I just place that right there and press this right here, nope. If I press it and not pick it up, it will start. So now that is on. If you get that pan of those gemstones we had. Oh God, where's the pan of gemstones? Oh God, is this it right here? Where's?
Wait, what?
Oh, here it is.
I didn't do anything. Okay. I swear.
Oh, so it's my fault then. All right. There you go. So now that's combined them all into one. And then if you switch it off with the little lever here, then that should weigh at least 8. Let's have a look. I'm going to grab that. 8.53. Awesome. So now we can almost complete the quest. So that's 8.53. And then what was the gold we needed?
Gold
So-
needs to be, I think it was
Oh, no.
47.5, which it most definitely
Okay.
is not.
We have hit a little bit of a roadblock here. One of our machines is broken. So
Oh
I'm just
no.
gonna quickly. It's okay. I got this. We got like tool bags over here. I don't know which machine. If you look in there, there's some sparks flying out the machine, which is definitely not the Unreal Engine starter pack sparks that are blue made into yellower sparks. Which is funny
Definitely
because
not.
every single Unreal Engine dev would see that and go, I know exactly what that is because I see it in so many other games. There we
If
go.
it works.
We'll hide our shame. Right, and now that's yeah, now that's doing its thing. So what was how much gold did we have and how much do we need? 47
I
and a
think it was
half.
10 something.
15.9. Okay, so we're getting there. We just need this guy to hurry up.
At a quarter of the way.
Yeah. So yeah, the kind of next thing you would do in the game would be like to get conveyor belts and maybe even kind of like create more drills. Drills only really cost iron, so you would go over to that big masterwork forge and create them from there. If I had that iron bar, we could actually go over there and do that. But and since we don't have any more iron, we can't really do that.
That's fine.
Yeah. We do here. I guess we could maybe put the sorting machine down there to maybe make it a bit quicker, but that's okay. How are we doing on time? I know we're probably going a little bit over here.
We're good.
Okay. So we
I'm
can
determined.
wrap it up. We're almost there. We're not too far off. Yeah. Shall I take any questions while we are waiting?
Yeah. All right. Anyone who has questions, make sure you throw them in chat real quick. We're coming up near the end-ish, so if you've got anything that you want to make sure you get answered, don't be shy. Please toss it on in there. Itchy did respond to this in the chat, but I'm also curious to get your thoughts on it. And there was a question about how the game seems kind of suited, like it could work really well for VR. Do you think that's something that your team would be interested in pursuing in the future?
It's something that we could definitely be interested in the future, but kind of like how we are with consoles, we just want to focus on like getting the players that we have right now the most amount of kind of like updates and content as possible. And also from like a development perspective as well, it makes way more sense to kind of like have a finished product and then figure out like putting that on other platforms instead of like having to update it and put it on other platforms. I feel like it would just be too much, like slowing down our like relatively small team too much. So yeah, I think in the future for sure, like we could like at least like have a look at it. I think the game would be pretty awesome in VR. I totally agree. But yeah, I think it's definitely something that we've just got to wait and see what the kind of how the future is, works for us. Yeah, and we're not done with Hydroneer, not by a long stretch. We still have like loads more plans for it, and loads of things we want to do. So yeah, we just got to see how the future, where the future takes us.
Very cool. Hydroneer is very physics intensive. This is a question from Scott Blomfield. What kind of challenges have come up that you didn't expect while implementing physics across so many items?
I guess it's mainly like the things I didn't expect were like the things of like how to like optimize physics a lot better. And how to just make the game, like physics is a weird one because you think it's like really easy, like you just turn on physics and you let it go. But there's a lot of things that we have set up in the project, like custom collision channels is like extremely important for Hydroneer, is making sure we have all these custom collision channels. Because even things like me holding this, like this little valve right here, is like if I move over to this cart, I'm not like pushing this cart away. And that's all just down to collision channels. but the same thing applies to like we can't just give it no collision at all, or like no kind of like overlapping collision, because what if you want to fill it up with water? Like you still want to be able to fill it up with water even though it's in my hand. You see right now it's got water in it. So collision channels are something that I didn't realize were going to be such a big part of getting Hydroneer to kind of work well on like a physics level. We've got all of the old versions of Hydroneer on one of our Steam branches, and you can literally go through and check out all of the all of the really old broken versions of Hydroneer, which is really cool to see. You can see how like physics has evolved to something that's way more stable and something that isn't necessarily us changing the physics engine, but it's the way that Hydroneer uses that physics engine, which is really interesting to see, I think. Yeah, it's really cool. Right, I might swap this pan over and see if I can just milk out as much gold as possible from there. I'm determined to get this quest done. I think we're almost there. We're at like, I think that's at 30. I'm not sure. I have a really great habit of reading a number and then just forgetting it like 2 seconds later. That's about
Instantly deleting it from the brain. I understand.
Yeah. I think that there's a sound issue there because I've noticed sometimes when like loads of sounds play at one time, it resets the soundtrack of the game. I think that's something we need to look into. Right. Let's put that down there. Just over here. Right, yeah, let's see how much gold we can kind of milk out of this, because hopefully we can complete that quest soon and get some prospecting guild tokens. Right. Yeah, if you want to just dump that in there. Beautiful. Yeah, see, did you see how it reset the soundtrack there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's something a little bit wrong there, and it's probably going to be like not good for lag there. Yeah, that's something I'll look at tomorrow.
I feel like this is a great example of being the biggest critic of your own work, because I would not have noticed that if you hadn't have pointed it out. But because you're so familiar with it, of course it stands out to you.
Yeah. It's almost like I've heard like the start of the soundtrack as well, just from like you test out the game, you like start playing it. 59, I think that's it.
Yes,
I think we got it.
That's it.
All right, do you want to do the honors? So we need an emerald ring. Oh, sorry. I think there's some shouting outside. Hope that's not coming through. Right. Okay. So we need that bar hot first. So let's get that thing.
That's right.
Let's get that thing roasting. Cool. And then that's a ring. So yeah, we want a ring. So this is. So the gem doesn't have to heat up, but it does have to be in slot 2 here, which is quite interesting because every weapon or item you make has to be in a certain order. There is one quest that always stumbles up players. It's a very expensive quest as well, which is like a sword. But players sometimes accidentally put them in the wrong order. And we've tried to make it as like kind of as clear as possible, like with all these numbers and on the actual scroll, having it numbered there as well. But sometimes they'll make the wrong thing. There we go. All right. And then just hit that. Hey, awesome. And then we just got to go take that to Joe, and we should be done.
This is for you, Joe. Do we need the scroll or?
Oh, no. That'll just disappear.
No. Let me up here.
Where's your mountain goat skills? I haven't played like Skyrim enough, you know? You've got like mountain goat up the side of things.
Right.
There we go. And then if you drop it while looking, if you drop it while looking at him. So he used to just eat it. Like the old animation would be him eating it. There we go. And now we've got some prospecting guild tokens, which are like super rare. And you can just grab them out of his hand.
He would eat it?
Yeah, so the old animation, instead of him looking it up like this, he would literally just like eat it, like just straight up, just put it in his face, which was pretty entertaining. Awesome. All
Oh
right,
my
we did it.
gosh.
We did it.
We
We
did
did the
it.
first small portion of kind of what Hydroneer is about. There's so much more that we definitely don't have time to cover with fishing, with crafting more drills, with setting up bases, with making more automation, with logic, with growing vegetables and crops, and making soup. Yeah, that is a very brief introduction into Hydroneer.
Awesome. This was fun. I feel like we already did so much, and knowing that there's just even vastly more, not only in
Yeah.
what you can do, but also just the world.
Oh, that one. Yeah, the tokens. Sorry to disappoint. I'm
Wow.
sorry.
Wow. Ugh. Cannot believe that we end on that note. Unacceptable. Awesome. Well, let me see if there's any last questions that we can toss in here.
Yeah, let's do
But
it.
that was incredibly fun. I had such a good time. And I
Yeah.
know some people don't like split screen, but I do. It kind of reminds me of couch co-op back in
Yeah.
my day when we would play games on the same couch. These youngins, they don't know. But
It is
I
very
really
nostalgic,
enjoy
yeah.
it. Yeah, it gives very similar vibes. Um, all right, it looks like last question is from Itchy. And he wants to know if we'll have to wait another year for another Hydroneer stream. And I don't know. You tell me, Max. You willing to come
I
back
don't
on at some
know.
point?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I had fun. It's been good.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to it. It's always great having y'all on here and seeing how things have developed over time and adapted. And I feel like there's just limitless potential of what can happen with the game from here, and also in your other projects that may or may not happen, of course, that may or may
What
not have
other
been mentioned.
projects? I don't have any other projects going on right now.
No, no, what is that? Absolutely not. But thank you so much for coming on. This was so much fun, and I love being able to see what is being built in the engine and how things are being created and how vastly different this project is from even a billion of the other projects. So thank you so much for coming on. Lots of fun.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun.
Awesome. Well, any last final things you would like to tell the people before
I
we
don't know.
wrap
I've
up for the
already I've
day?
already shilled and plugged the merch. So no, Hydroneer is on Steam right now. It's not on sale, but add it to your wish list if you want to get it for a little bit cheaper. I think it's $15. I think last time I checked. No, I should probably know that. Yeah, $15. Chuck it on your wish list. We're usually doing discounts. So if you want to get a little bit cheaper, do that. Yeah, thank you very much for having us on. I really enjoyed it.
Of
Yeah,
course. All right. Well, thank you again for coming on. This is so much fun. And thank you, everyone who came to join us today. The show is not what it is without you and you being here and hanging out with us and enjoying me throwing stuff on the ground repeatedly. So thank you all for being here. Always a great time. We have another Inside and Real episode next week on Thursday. So make sure you come around for that one. And other than that, if you came in a little bit later in the stream, maybe you missed the beginning or parts of it, don't worry. We post all of our streams in video format that can be viewed on demand on both our Twitch and YouTube channel at Unreal Engine. You can also keep up with us at Unreal Engine on all social media, as well as please come say hi in the forums. Come hang out on the epic developer community that we have, that we're bringing together all the different aspects. We have UEFN, we have Reality Scan, we have everything all together there now. So please come hang out where you can meet like-minded developers and just learn cool things and have a good time. So come hang out there if you haven't already. And other than that, again, one last big thank you to Max and team who are hanging out in chat. And I'll see everyone else next week. Bye, everyone.
bye.